In the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Wizards of Brooklyn. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option. Quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Cunningham. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Patriots defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Jones. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's got Anderson on the slant. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Off play action. It's Cunningham. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete. Hey, look at this defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Waste of time.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jones wants to change it up. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Completion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Daniel Whelan now. This is taken at the 23. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On second down, here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the 24, Jones. This pass out wide to Hall. Finding space at the 40. Escapes the defender. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Pats are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Now Cunningham. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Wilson's got it complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from a yard out. And the Wizards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Beckham goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top. successfully.
Cunningham to throw. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Jones looking to change the play. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll change things up. They'll go again with Hall. Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 15.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's Cunningham. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he's got it complete to Anderson. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
88 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Jones to throw on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third. Looking to throw. Jones. And check down, complete to Hall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jones now on first down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Cunningham. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Cook up the gut. And powering through at the 35. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. From the gun, it's again to Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Cunningham looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing, Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll find Hall. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Allen Lazard. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Wizards have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cunningham. That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Odell Beckham. 70 yards. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Wizards 16. Chad Ryland will kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard, and that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Cook again. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's 2nd down. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for New England, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.